Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm back with another video. So, last time we had a video about the anime community. It was a long video, it was about 47 minutes. And I was talking about the issues I have with the anime community, etc, etc. So now, I'm going to be talking about the issues with the gaming community and the problems I have with the gaming community. So this one is going to be more relative to my channel because I'm a gaming channel mostly. So this will be more familiar, a more familiar topic. Because I love gaming more than I love anime. So I'm gonna be more passionate about this than I am about the anime community. Also, I was very tired when I made that video, so you could probably wondering, oh, why were you kept like pausing and stuttering? Was because I was tired. I did that like at 10 in the night. I didn't get enough sleep, so I was fucking tired. But now I'm still tired now because I had a long day at work throughout the entire week, so I'm literally exhausted. But fuck it, still have to make a video anyway. It's not a big deal. So we're gonna be talking about 5 topics, just the same as the last video. So the first topic we're gonna be talking about is graphics over gameplay. Second is going to be the tryhard community. Third is going to be the fanboys. Fourth is going to be mediocrity over innovation. And number 5 is going to be the community not putting companies in their place and keeping them in check. So yeah. So first we're going to talk about number 1, graphics over gameplay. So actually no, before we even talk about number 1, I'm just gonna say my opinion on the gaming community. I am still involved in the gaming community. You're probably wondering, oh, why are you still involved in the gaming community and you're not involved with the anime community? The reason why I'm not involved in the anime community is because the anime community is more toxic than the gaming community, in my opinion. People may disagree, but they're more toxic in my opinion. And I've been in the gaming community way longer than the anime community, so it's more it's like harder to leave than it is the anime community. So yeah. So when it comes to the gaming community, they are around the same as bad as the anime community when it comes to listening to criticism. For the most part, the gaming community has a very herd mentality where they like a game and they'll just literally fanboy over the game for literally like any reason. They will put so much effort into trying to not make you insult their game. That's why I cannot stand like when they do that shit. But anyway, let's talk about number 1. Number 1, graphics over gameplay. So over the last 60 years, we have had video games since like the 60s, or the 60s, and it's been literally a wild ride. The evolution of gaming has been ridiculous, and as gaming has evolved, graphics have gotten better. So with graphics getting better, we have gotten better technology as well. So we've gotten not only just better graphics, we also got better gameplay. But my main issue is the fact that the gaming community, right, for the most part, obsess over graphics, and I'm just there like, it's not that important, because graphics are like I said, production. Making good graphics is production. It's the same as in movies or in animated shows or whatever. It's production. It's just texturing, lighting, rendering. Because I do a course on game design, I understand how game design works not on like the most deepest level, but I do have a basic understanding of how to model assets and how to texture assets. So I understand how graphics work to a certain degree. But the gaming community, they obsess over that shit. If a game does not have the best graphics or good like the top of the line graphics, people will criticize it and be like, oh my god, the graphics aren't that great. And I'm just like, it doesn't make the game bad. It doesn't. I'm not saying that a game should have shit graphics, that's not what I'm saying, but saying the game should have the best graphics of all time is not that important. It's not. It's one of the like most a list of like the most important things in the game. Graphics is not even number 2. It's only like 3 or like 3 or 4. It's not the most important thing when it comes to a video game. It's not. The most important thing when it comes to a video game, out of the like few things, is gameplay. Like, that's just common sense. And people are gonna be like, oh, for some games it doesn't matter. I'm talking about the majority of games, not games like the Telltale series. Those are exceptions. I'm talking about games like Devil May Cry, Doom Eternal, God of War, Forza, like games like those that are that you have to be good, have a good understanding of the game and how it works in order to play it. Those type of games take skill and memorization and muscle memory in order to learn and to understand. So when people try to use the argument that, oh, graphics are very important, I'm like, yeah, you have a point, but it's not the most important thing when it comes to making a game, because a game can have the best graphics and if you have shit gameplay, the game just flops. Like you can say the same for like if it has shit graphics. If it's a AAA game and it has shit graphics, then fine. But if it's like an indie game, it's more forgivable because they don't have that type of budget. But if it's a AAA game and it has terrible graphics, then fine, you can shit on it. So, but when you try to make it seem like the graphics is the most important thing, I'm just there like, okay, that's bullshit. Because it's not. There are literally like games that have amazing gameplay, and because it doesn't have the best graphics, it's not the best game, and it's very annoying. It's very irritating when I see videos like, oh my god, the graphics are so stellar, the graphics are so amazing, and I'm just like, is that it? It's the same with the fucking animation argument I made in my previous video about animation over story. It's the same bullshit with the game community, is graphics over gameplay. They prioritize production over actual good like game design and good and well made mechanics. Like it's stupid how we're literally just saying a game is the best thing ever because of graphics, when graphics are short term. You don't play a game long term because it has good graphics. You play a game long term for the gameplay. Gameplay keeps a game relevant. Graphics attracts an audience. Graphics attracts an audience. Gameplay keeps an audience. That's the difference between graphics and gameplay. Gameplay is long term, graphics are short term. That is the difference between the two. That is why gameplay is more important, because long term keeps the gaming community there, and it creates an audience and it creates a fan base. That's how you create fan bases, with gameplay. So when people try to make it seem like graphics are the most important thing, it's not. It is not at all. So please stop doing that. Anyway, let's get on to number 2, the tryhard community. The tryhard community is like I don't like them. I'm sorry, I don't like the tryhard community. The tryhard community, the people, you know what I'm talking about. The people who be playing games every fucking day and don't have anything better to do, and literally fine, if you're really good at the game, that's fine. But I'm saying like you're playing like you're esports player. I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, fam? If you want to be an esports player, go be an esports player. Stop fucking abusing casuals on multiplayer games, thinking that you're the best player ever. You're just a toxic person. You're literally going on the game and you're just shitting on everyone, playing like you're an esports player. And I'm just like, are you fucking... Why? What do you gain from that? What do you gain from fucking bullying people who aren't as good as you? Because sometimes, okay, fine, you're good at the game, but don't like be playing at like your absolute best every single time, trying to like bully people every fucking time. They're just gonna call you a tryhard, and because you deserve to be called a tryhard, because that's what you are, a tryhard. Tryhards are not liked by the game community. They're issue, and I know people are gonna be upset with that, but I don't care, because tryhards are like the most disliked people in the game community. I don't really think anyone likes tryhards. No one really likes tryhards. They're the black sheep of the game community. They're the dudes that you never really play with. If you're really good at a game, that's fine, but if you're gonna literally do the most cancerous things to win a match, or just play like an asshole, then no one's gonna like you. Like if you're like the best at like Battlefield or whatever game, like Battlefield, Call of whatever game, Call of Duty, doesn't matter. Like you could be good at that, and you could play at a really good level, and you get MVP. Good for you, you got MVP. But don't go around like abusing the players and making them feel like garbage. That's when you lose players. That's when people stop playing the game. That's why a lot of games die. Is because people will legit like play like they're esports players, right? Like I said before, and people will be like, okay, I'm not playing anymore. Like, what's the point? They'll just give up, because gamers can only take so much bullshit. We can only take so much bullshit before we get annoyed. It's just a matter of time, to be honest. So yeah, the tryhard community they're not the biggest out of all of them. These the five that I named, the list, these are mostly randomized. They're not like from biggest to smallest. They're just like scattered, because it's not that important for them to be biggest to smallest. So the tryhard community is not the most important. It's like the least most important, because you can't get rid of the tryhard tryhards. There's nothing you can do to get rid of them. They're just there. They're a necessary evil. You can't get rid of them. So it is what it is. That's why they're the least most important. So yeah, let's talk about number 3. Jesus Christ, number 3. Oh my god, how do I start this shit? Number 3, fanboys. Fanboys are literally the most annoying people. Oh my, I cannot stand fanboys. I don't really think much people can stand fanboys. Fanboys make every game like just annoying to like deal with. Like in my opinion, fanboys are arguably the biggest issue in the gaming community. They are literally like a fucking cancer on the gaming community, because they will literally suck a game's dick with the power of 1,000 vacuums. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I've never seen a bunch of people so invested in something to the point where they will fight for their lives just to defend something. I'm just like, go outside, fam. You have problems. You legitimately have problems. I don't think anyone would disagree with me that fanboys are the most annoying people in any community. Like, especially gaming fanboys are terrible. They're fucking garbage, because they will legit like say a game is good when it's not. They will make arguments like Last of Us 2 deserved Game of the Year when it didn't. It didn't deserve Game of the Year. It was not the best game of 2020. It was probably one of the worst sequels of all time. The sequel was terrible. There's so many videos explaining why Last of Us Part 2 is not a good sequel at all. So, and people still defend it and say it's the best game ever. I'm just like, no, it's not. It's way better games. I literally made a video making fun of it like about a week ago, making fun of the Last of Us 2 and how the fact that game wasn't even that great. So I'm just like, are you serious? Like, it's not that great of a game. One example of a fanboy community I don't like is Rockstar fanboys. I do not like Rockstar fanboys. Rockstar fanboys are the reason to why Rockstar is not as good as a game company as they used to be. Because they will legit say that the Rockstar Games is still a good company. They're not. Rockstar Games is dead. They died years ago. Ever since Red Dead 2 released, they went downhill. They went proper downhill. Like, they were going downhill to begin with after GTA 5 with GTA Online, but then Red Dead 2, like a year after Red Dead 2 released, they started to go downhill. And then 2020, they just went proper. Oh my god. The Rockstar has been slacking for years now, fam. They've been slacking. They've been dropping the ball for years. We have not gotten a new game for 2 years. Literally, we haven't gotten a new Rockstar game in literal like two years. Fucking GTA 5, almost 9 years, fam. What the hell? That game's been it's still going for 9 years, and I'm just like, that game is boring now. Who the fuck cares about GTA 5 anymore? It's such an old and boring game now, because of how the only thing keeping it alive is RP and the PC community. But other than that, it's pretty much dead for the most part. There's nothing you can really do. And literally, Rockstar fanboys will say dumb shit like, oh my god, GTA 6 is going to be amazing. And I'm just like, no, it's not. And they're like, oh, how is it not going to be amazing? Because did you people not know that Dan Houser and Leslie Benzi, two of the most important people in Rockstar's studio, have gone? If you don't know who Leslie Benzi is, he's the fucking studio head of Rockstar. He's the dude. He's been in Rockstar since GTA 3. He's been the executive producer of fucking the Rockstar's games for literally 20 years. He's been in the company for 20 years and he's gone. He's noticed the bullshit and he's left. The same with Dan Houser. He's left as well. He's done. He got fed up and he just left. He was like, fuck this, I'm out. Literally. And you get the point. Like, Rockstar is going downhill. Those two people have severely crippled Rockstar, because those two people are fucking pillars on Rockstar's studio. Those two people are one of the most important employees in Rockstar's studio. Those two people leaving is a fucking cripple on Rockstar's company. Literally, you will see it with GTA 6. You will see the cripple. You'll see how the difference between 6 and 5 and how much it's declined over the last few years. So yeah, I'm not gonna dwell too much, because because I did that last time. I'm not gonna do that again. So let's talk about number 4. Number 4 is mediocrity over innovation. So this one, right? This one's gonna be a bit spicy because this might confuse a lot of people or might annoy a lot of people. So with mediocrity, right, I'm talking about games that aren't that innovative and not aren't that great. Like for example, God of War 2018. That game is not that amazing. People say that that game is game of the year. It's not. It doesn't deserve game of the year. God of War 2018 is not the best game of 2018. It's not. There are by far better games in 2018 than God of War. That's for damn sure. But people say that that game is the best game, one of the best games of the decade, of the century, one of the best games of the century, hands down. And they say, oh, it's the best hack and slash franchise, and I'm just like, no, it's not. Devil May Cry is the best hack and slash franchise, period. Devil May Cry has more innovation than any God of War game. I'm sorry, that shit is ridiculous. The amount of Devil May Cry 5 is one of the best sequels of all time. It's such a good fucking sequel. The innovation and gameplay mechanics of that game is so fucking well done. The amount of work and time and effort that went into that game, you can just see it. You can see the amount of blood, sweat and tears the developers put into that game. And to just see like God of War just come along and be announced one of the best games of 2018 and one of the best hack and slash franchise, I'm just like, no, it's not. It's not. It literally, look at God of War's combat. It's literally Dark Souls. I'm not even joking. It literally has the same camera angle and the same mechanics as Dark Souls. If you think I'm joking, it's the same. Even my friend who played Dark Souls, I asked him, I was like, does God of War play like Dark Souls? And he was like, yeah, it does. The God of War 2018 plays like Dark Souls. He played Dark Souls before. He's played the Dark Souls games, so he understands the comparison. He can make that comparison. And he said, yeah, it played like Dark Souls. And I was like, are you serious? How is that innovation? How is copying other franchises innovation? But apparently that's innovation. No, that's mediocrity. Doing the same thing but just a little bit better, that's mediocrity. That's what God of War tried to do. The only good thing about God of War is the presentation and the graphics. The same as my first argument with the graphics of the gameplay. Those two correlate. The first one and the fourth one is the mediocrity of innovation. Graphics over gameplay. Graphics is not that important, like I said, short term. But when it comes to innovation is the thing that makes the game community evolve. Innovation breeds better gameplay and better games. That's how you get better games and the game community improves overall. But when you have no innovation, the game community will stay stagnant, and not the game community, the gaming industry will stay stagnant and it will not improve. But I'm gonna give you a good example of. I'm carrying on with my same point about God of War and Devil May Cry. So Devil May Cry has better mechanics than God of War. So you would think, oh, that game would get a better award. It didn't. It didn't get a better award. It only got the best action game. God of War got Game of the Year. So when it comes to that, people will say that, oh, God of War is better than Devil May Cry, even though God of War is not innovative as Devil May Cry is. But they will still say that, oh, Devil May Cry is an amazing game. And I'm just like, if it's an amazing game, how is it not better than God of War in terms of gameplay? Like, the things you can do in Devil May Cry are ridiculous. The amount of mechanics and depth that game has is, like I said, ridiculous. So you're gonna try and make an argument and say that, oh, God of War is better only because it's casualized. The mechanics from the original God of War games are not in the new ones. They're not. They remove so many mechanics from the originals, like being able to like grab an enemy and bulldoze through them. You can only do that when they're stunned. You can't just grab them and bulldoze them whenever you want. They also remove air combat. They also removed fucking weapon, like the advanced weapon switching from the original games. They also remove magic. They also remove fucking the amount of like orbs you get from playing skillfully. You can play like an absolute dumbass and still get the same amount of orbs regardless. It doesn't even matter. It has no impact on your gameplay. It's the worst way to design a skill-based game. Actually, no, never mind. Because God of War is an RPG. Why does every game need to have RPG mechanics? That shit's stupid. Why? Stop doing that. Stop making every game have RPG mechanics. It's boring. Oh, just level up. Oh, upgrade. Like, I'll get to this level. Or get to that level. And I'm just like, fuck off. I don't want to. Why can't I just like collect currency and upgrade my character and that and my character's health, and that's it? Why do I have to fucking buy all this dumb shit in order to make my character look cool? It's fucking stupid. It doesn't make the game better. It makes the game boring because I have to grind for all this useless shit. Because some of the things you get from the RPG mechanics are useless. You don't need them. Why do you need all of these? Why do you need all of these things? You don't need them. They're useless. It's redundant and repetitive. The two R's, redundant and repetitive. That's the best way to describe RPG mechanics, and I never liked them. That's why I never play RPG games. But anyway, let's talk about number 5. Number 5 is probably number 5 is the biggest problem. Number 5 is the biggest problem. Number 5, not putting companies in their place. So this one is the main reason to why we don't get new IPs and new games. This is the biggest reason, or why a lot of franchises get closed, get like shut down, or companies get shut down. A lot of studios get shut down. I mean, franchises don't get brought back when they're actually good franchises. Franchises that just get left and in the dust. We need new IPs and new franchises and better games. That's what we need. But the reason why we're not getting that is because the gaming community will not put the companies in their place. And you're probably thinking, oh yes we do. You guys are the minority. Like, not you guys. We are the minority. We are the minority. The ones who want innovation, the ones who want better games, the ones who want companies to do better and to stop fucking us over. We are the minority. We are not the majority. We are the lesser population in the gaming community. We don't have as big of a voice as the majority. That's why that's why companies will fuck the majority in the arse, and we're just there like, fuck off. You're not letting you do that to us. Why do you think the majority of games don't have innovation? Because the gaming community doesn't ask for it. That's another issue. The gaming community, for the most part, doesn't go and be like, okay, we need new games. Where are the new franchises? Where are the new games? They just get hyped over remakes and reboots. They just, like I said, the same shit. They just obsessing over remakes, reboots, sequels, and I'm just there like, why? Just make a new IP. I'm sick and tired of reboots and remakes, fam. Just make new franchises. I'm done. I don't care anymore about these goddamn reboots, remakes, and sequels, man. It's boring. Make a new IP, for fuck's sake. Make a new franchise. God damn it, man. I'd rather have companies try to make new franchises than them try to bring back a game that's already established. You already know what to expect when you have a franchise. It's boring, it's predictable, and it's repetitive. The biggest issue. And you get sick and tired of it. Like, the game community will not put companies in their place. They won't discipline them. If a company fucks you over, like for example, let's give you a good example. You go to buy something. You go to the store to go buy something, and then the company doesn't give you what you want. You get fucked over. Are you still gonna go back to that same store? No. What makes it different from when a company does the same bullshit to you in the gaming industry? Like, they're gonna screw you over, and you're still gonna like them. Like the Call of Duty fanbase. The Call of Duty fanbase are so delusional. They will literally buy every single Call of Duty that comes out. Every time, oh, Call of Duty is garbage. Oh, the next Call of Duty better be good. Rinse and repeat. Oh, Call of Duty is garbage. The next, like, they just keep doing the same thing. They keep saying Call of Duty is trash, and they keep buying it. Why are you buying the thing that you call trash? That makes no sense. You have no right to call it trash if you're gonna keep buying it. You're just contradicting yourself. It makes no sense. I bought Call of Duty once, and I played it, and it sucked, and I never bought another Call of Duty game. I never bought another one. I was done. I was like, no, I'm not falling for that bullshit. I'm not falling for that repetitive cycle of just buying the same game over and over again, expecting it to be different. It's not gonna change. You're gonna get the same bullshit. Why do you think that it's gonna be different? It's not. It's really sad, in my opinion, how tone deaf and how delusional some gamers are, because it makes us look bad. It makes us look like dumbasses. And the fact that you guys don't want innovation and fucking new IPs is the reason to why the game industry is so shit nowadays. And I've played video games for like 14 years now. Actually, not even 14, 16 years. I've been playing video games since I was 4 years old. I'm 20, by the way. If you're probably like wondering how old I am. You can do the math. Anyway, we've established that these issues are the reason to why the gaming community is not as good as it is for the most part. So how do we fix this? How do we fix these things? Okay, with each one, number one, graphics over gameplay. Stop obsessing over graphics. It's not that important. It is important. I'm not saying it's like you shouldn't care about it, but don't prioritize it over gameplay, depending on what game you're playing. But majority of the games that you play are gameplay focused. But anyway, the tryhard community. The tryhard community is just it's like I said, it's a necessary evil. You can't really get rid of them. All you can do is just ignore them, to be honest. Fanboys, stop fanboying over games. Please, stop. Take your emotion away from that franchise and acknowledge that it's a digital product. It is not your family. It is not your fucking best friend. It is a digital product, and you need to understand that digital product can be faulty and can have issues, and you need to understand that you need to tell that company to improve and do better. So defending every action they take is very annoying, and it's very ignorant as well. Stop doing that. Number 4, mediocrity over innovation. So that it's the same with the fanboys argument. Stop obsessing over games that are mediocre. If a game is mediocre, just say it's mediocre. And then when the game is innovative, look at that innovation and praise that company for doing that and tell them to keep doing so, and they will keep doing so. If you praise companies for innovation, they will keep innovating. If you don't praise companies for innovating, they won't do it. They'll stop doing it. That's how companies work. If you praise them for their actions and you give them good reception for what they're doing, they will continue to do it because they understand that makes money. But if you don't praise them for the good things that they do, they will stop doing it and do something different. That's what leads to a lot of game franchises getting rebooted and them losing their identity. Like, that's what happened to Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry had a reboot and it was completely different from the original, and people hated it. They hated the reboot. So you get the point. Number 5, I don't need to go proper detail into this. Just you know what to do. Just stop letting companies do what the fuck they want. Put them in their place. Discipline them. Boycott them. Boycott the company if you have to. I don't care. Boycott them. Well, do whatever you need to do to get that company to listen. Like, for example, Rockstar. Boycott Rockstar. Rockstar has been fucking up too many times. We need to put this company in their fucking place. They keep fucking us over for so many years, and we're just letting them do it. Boycott them. That's how you get them to listen. I see these videos online about, save Rockstar. Save them from what? How are you gonna save $1 billion company? Save them from what? What, bankruptcy? Where are you gonna save them from? You're not gonna save them from shit, because they're making so much money every day. GTA 5 is still a best-selling game. It came out 9 years ago and it's still selling just as good as Elden Ring. It don't make sense. This game was made almost 10 years ago and is selling just as good as Elden Ring, which came out earlier this year, and GTA 5 is on the same amount of sales. It doesn't make sense. It's a 9-year-old game. It's outdated. How is it doing just as good as a brand new game that just came out? That doesn't make sense. You see what I'm saying? The fanboys of Rockstar literally don't even care about how this will impact games that they get next. Rockstar don't care. All they care about is money. And the best way to get a company to care is to not buy their shit. Because when you don't buy their shit, they go bankrupt. They lose money. They get fucked over. They lose their jobs. You are the reason they exist. Remember that. You are the reason to why they even here. They are not above you. You are above them. You are the reason to why they even have jobs. You have the power. They don't. They don't have power over you. You have power over them. You dictate how their wages get paid. Remember that. Like, don't let that shit get to your head and think, like, this company is the best thing ever and this that. Just remember that they're a company. Their main focus is to make money. Just remember that. Don't think differently about that. Don't. That's all I have to say. But yeah. thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much. I appreciate this. This is the last time I'm making a video like this. I'm not making any more issues with gaming or issues with anime. It doesn't matter. Issues with communities. This is the last video I'm making about this. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. If you disagree with this video, leave a dislike, like, whatever. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike. I don't care. Either the two. I'm not too hooked up about it, about like or dislikes. So yeah, comment down below if you agree, or if you want to have a conversation or debate or whatever. Comment down below. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.